r/rules horror. Posted by u/sad. Ad 3095. Welcome to the in-between, here's how to survive. Part 1, The Factory. Welcome to the in-between, friend, I'm your fellow inmate here. Or at least that's what I am in comprehensible terms, but never mind that. I've already caused the necessary chaos for you to get out of here, and once you step out of this cell, you'll be in a new area. You're here because you've angered him, and that is serious around here. He has planned to keep you here for eternity, but I have given you the opening. I assume you want to get out of here, but I have just a few things to tell you first. 1. As soon as you step out of this room, you will either be put in an abandoned factory or in your own house. I say that with quotation marks because we both know that isn't your real house. 2. If you find yourself in the factory, you assume the role of an employee, specifically a security guard. This means you're equipped with a handgun, a flashlight, an assault rifle, and basic tactical gear. Do not get overconfident, this will not save you. 3. Your main objective is to escape this abandoned factory. Anyone who was your friend in the past becomes your #1 enemy. 4. Your enemies become your good friends or your guides in the factory. It may be hard, but you'll just have to trust them. 5. Anyone you have not met before can assume any role, but there is a higher chance they are not your friends. Let your past enemies figure it out for you. They will let you know what to do via telepathic message. 6. If at any time one of your past enemies does not comply or help you in a situation, they are not your friend. You have been tricked by a shapeshifter. This could be your past friend or a neutral. In the case of your past friend, pray, because you are already dead. 7. If your past enemy does comply, you can now trust them. They will not falter in any other scenario. If they somehow do falter, refer to Rule 15. 8. If you ever hear screaming, crying, or any sort of discomfort, you should head toward the sound. You can help that person. 9. If the screaming, crying, or any sort of discomfort is distorted, get as far away as possible from that distortion. Failure to do so and you will have 20 seconds before you're gonna wish you were dead. Please, refer to Rule 15. 10. There will be food supplies all around the area, feel free to consume some. The entities have no interest in messing with them, just don't overeat. There is no punishment to overeating, but you don't want to cramp when you're running away. Make sure to also eat in 2 or more hour intervals. Continuously visiting food supply will make your movements predictable to the entities. 11. If you hear stomping footsteps, hold your breath and don't make a sound for 15 minutes. If you still hear stomping, fire your gun and make as much noise as possible. This will distract the entity and scare it, causing it to run away. 12. If at any point you enter a dark room, you're fine, until you see red eyes. If you do, immediately stare at your past enemies. If they don't have green eyes in the dark, they are a shapeshifter. Refer to Rule 15. 13. If your past enemies have red eyes, they are just other monsters who have killed your past enemies in the midst of the dark. If this happens, refer to Rule 15. 14. The first red eyes are just initial eyes. They belong to an entity, but that entity will not attack you at all unless you continue to stare at it. 15. Execute this rule if any of the aforementioned rules with refer to Rule 15 take place. Use your handgun and your handgun only to blow your brains out. This is the one part of the body that the entities cannot restore. This quick death will be much better than whatever they will be planning to do to you. 16. If at any time you don't feel an overwhelming sense of calm, despite past unsettling scenarios, ignore all rules, circumstances, and lead yourself and your past enemies to the closet. This will keep you safe. The closet is actually a portal back to where we are right now, but when you again walk through the door, you will resume where you were before you felt unsafe. I will let you know when it is safe to return. 17. If the factory's lights glow red at any time, congratulations, you are safe. Your shift is over and you are free to leave. 18. If the factory lights glow any other color, you will be transported to hell shortly. 19. If any other scenario that I haven't mentioned takes place, rely on your past enemies or run to the closet to me. I will never be hostile and no one can ever pose as me. The portal to here from the closet will always be open. 20. When the lights flash red, your past enemies will reveal themselves. Then they will tell you the truth that they were also entities. Everyone here is an entity and you were the only real one here. Then they will fight the others to make sure you can escape. The others include me. Not willfully. 21. If you ever, and I mean ever, try to escape before the lights turn red, I will sadly have to rip out your spine and force it down your throat slowly and painfully. I am sorry for the inconvenience. I am not doing this by my own will. Next part of this video. Welcome to the in-between, friend. Here's how to survive, Part 2, The House. Now that was just in the case of the factory. On the rarer chance that you were sent to the house, I cannot reach you, and something much darker is waiting for you. But I can help you out with the few notes I have of the place. 1. When you are selected by the house, you will know because you have just woken up. You will not have any of your items on you. This comes with the exception of your phone, and a small totem with B in your pocket. Remember these as they will be needed to save your life in multiple scenarios. 2. The goal of the house is not to escape. There under one circumstance, refer to Rule 35 for that scenario. 3. There will be someone on a bunk bed who is sleeping above you. Her name is Sylvia. She is a shadow entity who seems to have wolf ears. She has a scythe and tactical gear of sorts. She is very powerful and also your best friend and literally believes that she is your actual best friend. Oblige this belief. Feel free to wake her up at any time. She can protect you, but the entities will be more vicious when she is around. 4. Rule 3 Light wake her up immediately for your own life's survival. 5. Don't trust Rule 4 it is them they will likely kill you. 6. When you leave your bedroom with or without Sylvia, you want to head to the kitchen. There you will find some food and some knives. You can take either the food or the knives. 7. Watch for crawlers. They lurk above the ceiling and are trained to kill in any and every scenario. Use your knife to kill them or ask Sylvia to. If she does not comply, it is a shapeshifter. That is not Sylvia. She will help the crawler kill you. 8. If confused about the place, think about the house as hard mode for the factory. Some of the same rules apply, mostly the ones that don't require you to use guns or tools you would have been provided in there. 9. At midnight, Sylvia will no longer be an ally for you. She will blankly roam around the house, and act very friendly if she sees you. But it is no longer Sylvia, her mind has been taken over by her emotionless counterpart K. 10. If you are caught by K, do not fear, for it is not the end. She still has to act like your friend somewhat, so she will ask to play a game. Agreeing to the game will mean you have to give her the crystal orb in your pocket. This will make both Sylvia and K much more powerful. If you decide to decline the game however, it will make her much more vicious. You will respawn in the same bedroom you started in where Sylvia was. It will take K 5 seconds to realize what happened and 15 more to get to where you are. Use the vents to hop from place to place much quicker. 11. Keep in mind that this place is about as big as a mansion. You have many places to run and even more to hide. But if you are cornered, pray that she only wants to play the game when she finds you. 12. When she mentions the game, do not ask for the rules, because the only one is to survive however you can. If you do ask, please, refer to Rule 15. 13. The game is hide and seek. You can easily move places but the vents will naturally amplify sound, so if you use them, K will know the general area you are going to. 14. K is emotionless, so she will not care about your cries of pain or your pleading. Any emotion you show is grounds for her to become more vicious. In her mind, you are annoying to her. 15. If you have asked for the rules, K will explain them and it becomes 10 truths and 5 lies. Do not tell her which of the rules she has stated you believe are lies, she will get mad. Also, the game will also change from hide and seek to a game only she can tell you about. You then become out of my reach and I am sorry. I hope you survive. 16. At 3 a.m. Sylvia's body will have completely changed into K's eyes, as she slowly yet noticeably has become less and less friendly as she was obviously faking these emotions. At that point in time, she's fed up with chasing you around and will do anything to kill you. 17. At 3:30 a.m. the house will start flashing random colors in 10 seconds intervals. Red means she's getting hotter, or closer to you. Blue means she's getting colder, or further from you. Green means she is too far away for them to tell, and yellow means she has given up. 18. If the lights ever stop flashing, K is right behind you. Pray, but not to your Lord and Savior, pray to K herself. She may find this amusing, as at least you are not using your annoyingly high-pitched voice to plead, but you invaluable mind. 19. The lights only ever flash green because the house has expanded from a big home into an actual mansion. The cameras can only see so much. Keep this in mind. 20. Congratulations. It is now 2:50 a.m., and you now only have to worry about certain scenarios at certain times. Pray to Jesus at this time, pray to K if you feel like it. She may change her behavior, positively or negatively is up to her, but praying to her will lean more towards positively. Failing to at least pray to Jesus will make this place unholy ground. Any demon will be able to help K hunt you down. 21. You are free to leave the mansion at any time from after 3 to 4 a.m., but depending on what time you leave after 3 a.m., you will need to face an opponent. 22. Know this. You may not leave at 3 a.m. to 3:09 a.m. If you try, K will immediately snap back to Sylvia. She will mention how it is rude that you are leaving so early but will sigh sadly and let you go. Once you are home you will feel so tired that you will collapse onto your bed. You will wake up in the void. If you are in the void, you will die shortly. 23 If you leave at 3:10 to 3:15 you will face the one named Sensei. He is the one who taught Team Shadow, which is a group that Sylvia and Kay belong to. Sensei taught them how to fight in ancient fighting techniques. Despite this, Kay likes to stick to distortion. 24 If you leave at 3:16 to 3:29 you will fight Sylvia's brother, Mo. He is powerful but not as powerful as Sylvia, and he is powerful in a much different way than Sylvia. He is also much more disciplined as he paid the most attention in Sensei's class. 25 You may not leave at 3:30 to 3:35. Doing so will alert Kay to your position, but it won't matter because you'll already be falling through an endless void. Note that this is different from the void that you wake up in. It is torture because your body doesn't need to drink or eat to survive, and you aren't in a position to stop yourself from breathing. 26 If you leave at 3:36 to 3:59 it will be the leader of Team Shadow. His name is Cole, though something will be off about him. His body parts will be shredded or scratched. He will be badly bruised and in a lot of pain. This is because everyone but Sensei on Team Shadow hates him, including Sylvia and Kay. Despite this advantage, make no mistake, he will still be the toughest opponent you've faced in your life. 27 In the event you do not leave before 4 a.m. the doors will close and you will need to wait for another opportunity to escape. Kay will take note that you passed up the chance to leave and one of two things will happen. Possibility 1, she will turn back into Sylvia and try to trick you. Despite this, it is technically a mercy. Possibility 2, she will become even more vicious and faster. Also, the walls will move inward by 2 rooms from each direction, shortening the area needed to find you. 28 At 5 a.m. you will be teleported into an infinite hallway. Kay will be a few miles behind you. Run. 29 Make sure to run until your legs give out. She will catch you in a few hours. When she catches up, one of two things will happen. She will jump scare and then kill you, or you will be teleported into an arena where you must fight her. You are given the choice of a sword, a scythe, or magma boxing gloves. These gloves will not burn your hands. Whichever one you pick will also teach you a different fighting style. 30 The boxing gloves will give you the technique of never mind, you already know. And if you somehow don't, then it isn't my freaking problem. 31 If you pick the sword, you will know how to fence, among other sword fighting styles. 32 If you pick the scythe, you will know how to fight like Kay does. Find a way to be better at her art than her. Because if you don't, you'll lose, and losing equals death. 33 No matter what weapon you pick and what style you receive, it is a fair fight even though Kay wishes it wasn't. That means that your victory or defeat is up to chance based on your skill. 34 If you win, you are free to leave. She will bow and let you go. Make sure you haven't killed Kay. If you somehow do, the entities will rush in and kill you, and Sylvia will emerge from Kay's ashes to help finish you off as well. 35 This will explain the rare scenario that Cole is there in the bed above you instead of Sylvia. 36 The same rules will apply, but the goal is now to escape, not survive. The house will turn a labyrinth and you had never seen Sylvia as Sylvia, she is just Kay. 37 She attacks you because she thinks you are on Cole's side. You can try to side with Kay to kill Cole, but then you betray Cole, and she might not even believe you. If she doesn't, then you have no friends. 38 In the scenario where no one is on your team, Cole scenario only is the more common. Sylvia scenario means you have no teammates. You will be lost in the maze and will eventually die of any natural cause and/or dehydration/hunger. 39 The good thing is that it will only transform once Cole has woken up, so you still have to follow rules as if it was a Sylvia scenario until you wake Cole up. 40 The ratio of Sylvia scenario to Cole scenario is 98% to 2% in the Sylvia scenario's favor. 41 If you escape with Cole or defeat Kay, then you will be here. Just like when you escape the factory, I will be allowed to let you go back into the real world. I really do apologize for this inconvenience, but IT is making me do these things. Now run along, you have a factory to escape, or a house to survive in. Good luck, fellow inmate.